Today we're going to be looking at probably one of the most controversial utes on the market at the moment, the Kia Tasman. Now, the Kia Tasman has been copying a lot of flack online. I've seen a lot of comments towards the way it looks. One comment said, if Lego were a car, it would be the Kia Tasman. Now, I can't jump on that bandwagon. I absolutely love what Kia have done with the Kia Tasman. I do really like a boxy, military looking car, and I think Kia have absolutely nailed the Kia Tasman. Today we're going to be looking at the X-Pro, which is the top of the range Tasman. It's a 2.2 litre diesel engine. It seats 5 people. It's also got a towing capacity of 3,500 kilograms. Now, it has 2 isofix and 2 top tethers, and in my opinion, this is an example of a perfectly designed family utility. Could this be your next family car? Let's go check it out. In the X-Pro, you get 8 different color options. This is the Cityscape green. I do really like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. I also absolutely adore the tan beige. I absolutely love the way it looks, and maybe that's because it reminds me of the Toyota Sandy Taupe, and I love the way the Sandy Taupe looks on the 76 and the 79 series. And look, maybe that's why I love the Kia Tasman so much. I will also mention that you do only get 4 color options in the entry-level model. In the next 2 models, you get 6 color options, and in the top 2 models, you get the 8 color options. Let's talk fuel consumption. The X-Pro is sitting at around 8.1 litres per 100 kilometers combined, so it does have the highest fuel consumption of the range. It's also the highest in terms of ground clearance, sitting at 252 millimeters. You also have a remote start, and you get your 17-inch alloy wheels as standard in the X-Pro. They're in black, which looks really nice. For the remote start, you just hold the hold button down and it should automatically start the car. You've got to make sure the car's locked, otherwise it won't start. Lock the car. And there you go. If you've been in a Kia before, this is basically the GT line of the Tasman. So this is the X-Pro, this is the top of the range. Everything that you see in here is the top of the range specification. One thing I will say is that I thought this would be a lot harder to park in car parks than it is, but it's actually quite easy. It doesn't actually feel as big as it looks. Now, you do have really good cameras. You've got 360-degree view, you've got front and back. This is actually drive-through approved from myself. I went through the drive-through in this and it's absolutely amazing. You can see almost every angle of the car while you're going through the drive-through. So no more scratched rims when you're on Smoko. You already know that you have remote start entry, you have keyless entry with a push start engine, you have a 12.3-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. You also have a 5-inch climate display in between the 2 displays, which is really good. The screen is absolutely huge. Interior is onyx black interior. It isn't actually leather, it's actually artificial leather, but it looks and feels just like real leather. You have a premium steering wheel with easy to use steering wheel controls. You've got really great voice command in the Kias, and you've also got a gear shift in the column, which is really weird. It takes a long time to get used to, and to put it in drive, you twist it forward, and to put it in reverse, you twist it back. Sometimes I actually twist it back to put it in drive, so it has even taken me a little bit of getting used to, even after I've driven multiple versions of these cars. Now, the coolest things in here that I really like, because when you're going into big car parks, you don't actually know if the car is going to fit because it's so high. So you've actually got the dimensions of the Kia Tasman here in the center console. You've also got it in this really cool table section here. In the center console, you can actually pull the table down and it turns into a table. So if you're on job sites, then this is going to be perfect for you to do some work or to eat your lunch. You've also got a little storage compartment back here where you could have some drinks, some other little snackies while you're having a break. You also have a Harman Kardon premium sound system, and it's got 8 speakers. And one of the things that I love about this is the windscreen actually has acoustic film, which means it reduces the noise. Also got a tilt and slide sunroof. So this is the only model that actually comes with a sunroof. And you've also got full interior mood lighting. Seats are heated and ventilated. You also have a heated steering wheel, and you have leather electric seats, and you've also got this really nice military look hardware inside. You've got not 1 but 2 glove boxes, which is really amazing. You've also got driver monitoring, which is especially important for someone who might be working a trade going long distances in their ute, or someone who also has a family. Got 2 USB-C charging ports, 2 wireless charge pads, all of your climate control in one easy to use area, and you do actually have a huge center console, and you've even got a little storage compartment right here for your keys. In the second row, you have 2 isofix and 2 top tethers on the outer seats. I actually have my child's car seat installed in here. The Britax Safe and Sound Be First Click Tight convertible car seat, and I've got it in a forward facing configuration. One of the things that I love about this is that the seats actually go down, which means it is a lot easier to install the car seats. Most utility vehicles, as you probably know, have a nylon looping system where the top tether is actually a nylon loop. And I find that quite tricky to install car seats. So the top tether is actually attached to the car at the back by pulling the back of the seat down, which makes it so much easier for car seat installation. Now, the best part is that the back doesn't come down in one piece. It's got a 60-40 split, which means you can install the car seats separately. I've installed car seats in a ute before. If it doesn't have the nylon looping system, it normally comes down in one piece, which makes it extremely frustrating to install two car seats at the one time. Another thing I love about the second row of the Tasman is that it doesn't feel like you're sitting up like this. If you've been as a passenger in the back of a ute before, you'll notice that the back is almost like at a 90-degree angle. In the Tasman, you have a slight recline. It makes the drive a lot more comfortable, and it's just an overall better car for your family. See how it's sort of reclined as opposed to more like on a 90-degree angle? Perfect. I normally find utes extremely squashy and narrow, but this is actually quite spacious. As you can see, I've still got quite a fair bit of legroom. I'm 158 centimeters. And that's set for my driving position. Also got the rubber floor mats as well, which is really good if you have a trade or just messy kids in general. You also have your aircon vents here. You don't have aircon control, but you've got a USB-C charging port on both seats. You've also got a GPO, and check this out. The little seat back pocket is like a pencil case. This is perfect for your kids. Even if they want to have pencils in here, they can. You've got an additional seat back pocket here. In the second row, you've also got privacy glass here and the rear. You've got heated outerboard seats in the second row, and you've also got passenger grips here too. The X-Pro does actually have the lowest payload of them all, sitting at 1,013 kilograms. Now, the highest payload is the 4x2S, and that's sitting at 1,124 kilograms. So if you're looking for something with a little bit more hefty payload, look at that model. That is if you don't want a 4x4, because that is only a 4x2. Now, you have a full black tub liner. You've also got rear box steps on the left and the right, and you've also got a step in the center as well. You've got a full-sized spare alloy underneath the tray, and you've also got additional fender flare storage on the right-hand side, which I'll show you just here. X-Pro, you do actually have an electric tailgate for the tray. You do have to put it up manually to close it though. Let's talk pricing. Before on-roads, the X-Pro, which is the top of the range, is sitting at $74,990. The entry-level S, which is a 4x2, is sitting at $42,990. Keep in mind, it's not a 4x4. And then you have the 4x4S, is sitting at $49,990, excluding on-roads. If you're looking at the 4x4S, which is an entry-level 4x4 for the Kia Tasman, I reckon that's pretty competitively priced. Something really important that you should know if you are considering buying a Kia Tasman is that the Kia Tasman recently achieved a 5-star safety rating on the ANCAP, but it excludes the X line and the X-Pro, and that simply is because it still remains unrated. If you are looking for a 5-star ANCAP safety in the Kia Tasman, you will need to look at the S 4x4, the SX, and the SX Plus, as these are the models that officially hold a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So, no ugly fuel cap. Check this out. How much nicer does that look? In the X-Pro model, you get your hand-cooked Dynapro all-terrains as standard. The X-Pro is a 4x4 with selectable rear diff lock. 4 terrain modes, which includes snow, mud, sand, and rock. Plus you get X-Trek mode in the X-Pro. You've also got 5 drive modes across the entire range, and in the Tasman, you get double wishbone front suspension and rigid axle rear suspension. Thank you so much for watching my review today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll answer them for you. Thanks to our friends at Fuel Asset Finance. They're car finance specialists. So if you are in the market and you need car finance for your new car, check them out, www.fuelassetfinance.com.au. They have over 200 5-star reviews across their platforms. And if you mention Car Mummy at the time of your application and your loan settles, Fuel Asset Finance will give you a $200 Visa card at settlement. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.